Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Your Pleasure Incorporated into Daily Living. I'm back from vacation and I'm really happy to be here talking to you once again. It's come to my mind, and I can't help but avoid it, about the importance of food and its effect on our lives and on our sexual response and on the workings of the body from top to bottom. I was just in Europe and I was noticing that 95% of all the people I saw were actually the proper weight. They were, lean and they looked healthy. I mean, they might have had issues, who knows? But from what you could see, everybody and was a healthy weight. And the only people that weren't a healthy weight were the tourists or maybe menopausal women that, all their hormones and stuff caught up to them. But for the most part, everybody was very, very healthy. And they do eat their fair amount of junk over there. They love their desserts just like we do. I think the reason that they can get away with eating that is because they don't have high fructose corn syrup in 50% of their foods or more, the way we do. So today I want to talk about fun food and how you have to really, really be careful about this because it's just meant occasionally. If you think about the diet, the human diet, the average American eats 150 pounds of sugar a year, as opposed to the maybe a half a pound in a year, say 200 years ago. So this has to affect everything in your body. It most definitely affects your bones. And the stronger your bones are, the healthier the rest of your body is because your bones make your blood. And if you have weak bones, not only are you more prone to having more diseases, but also diseases of the blood. So, we truly are what we eat. And I get it. We want to have sweetness. There's a whole area of the tongue just dedicated to sweetness. But you have to understand, this is only a small portion of your diet. And for most Americans, it's in every single meal. Okay, they have waffles with syrup, and it's not even maple syrup, it's chemical syrup for breakfast. And then they have a sandwich on white bread, and that the whiter the bread, the sooner you're dead. I mean, you really cannot eat this stuff without it causing all kinds of havoc to your insulin levels. And then for dinner, they'll have pasta or rice. All of these things turn into sugar in your body. Not to mention sugar. We celebrate sugar in this country. I mean, there are whole shows on baking and everything that has to do with sweetness. Now, we need sweetness. We're actually sweet ourselves, and we have an area of our tongue dedicated to sweetness. But it's the sweetness that comes naturally in foods rather than the artificial sweetness that we're getting from all these other things. And, you have to be a steward for your own health. You have to read these labels. And if you don't give a shit about your body, then trust the advertisers and eat anything they put on the shelves. But if you actually care about that body, which is really the only one you get, you're not getting another body after you screw that one up. And it's very, very hard to reverse diseases unless you're very mindful and you know all kinds of holistic practices and you're willing to do them. This is not a magic wand. There's no magic pill. There is mindfulness about consuming foods, and fun foods in particular are the dangerous ones, like candies and soda pop. They would have you believe that drinking this stuff is going to make you popular or that your life is going to be more fun. They don't show the person whose legs are being amputated because they have diabetes down the line from drinking a lifetime of that crap. So the point is, you are the steward to your own body. And if you don't give a shit, it is all going to come up and bite you right in the ass. I know people who are in their 50s and 60s, and they look a hell of a lot older than they really are because they drink a lot of beer, and beer has maltose in it. And I know nobody wants to hear that, but there's no nutritional benefit to drinking it. Drink it once in a while, that's one thing. Some people have a beer every day. Same thing with candy every day, soda every day. What do you think that's doing to your liver? What do you think that's doing to your blood, your bones, your skin? It's killing you. So, in the case of having fun foods in your life, recognize what's fun and what's necessary, what's fun and what's nutritional. If it's nutritional, it's a one ingredient food, it comes from nature, and usually light source is what made it grow. And when you eat it, like vegetables, fruits, then you are eating that light source. If it is made from, an animal, you are going to get certain benefits from eating animal. I get it because I eat animal myself. There's protein and all kinds of other vitamins that a person would get. But, don't delude yourself into thinking that it's better than plant-based diet. And I don't mean fake plant. I don't mean the Beyond Burger crap. That's all crap. It has to be one ingredient at a time. And when you're eating it, you know that it's clean, because it is dangerous to trust the advertisers. In this world, we are tempted all the time. And I get it. I live in this world, so I know those temptations are everywhere. But if you can follow the 80-20 rule, then it will help you to find balance. So that means 80% of the time you are eating things, consuming things that are good for the mechanism, the organism that is your body. And you are having respect for the body that you want to take you through this world, and you are willing to give it the proper fuel to build it up and keep it strong and maintain its immune system so that you can traverse this dangerous world of toxicity and yet be able to still thrive. And then 20% of the time, you indulge in the fun things that, taste really, really good, but are really, really bad for you, because they're there. And we're not trying to live like nuns, and we're not trying to be, Spartan in our enjoyment of the world. No. But if you're not mindful about the foods that you feed yourself, and if you're a parent, the foods that you feed your child, so many dyes and colorings and preservatives in today's food, and people wonder why their children have nervous disorders, why their immune systems aren't strong, why children get so sick so easily. I mean, it's bad enough that there's crap in the air. It's bad enough that the soil is depleted. To feed your kids artificial food too, it's a crime. It's almost like child abuse. I know, people don't think in terms of, I feed my children Fruit Loops, so that's child abuse. In a sense, it is. Giving them a donut for breakfast, that's abuse. That's ignorance of the highest order, because there's nothing in that food for your child. There's no fiber, there's no nutrients, there's nothing to build them up, and only everything to break them down. So keep that 80-20 rule in mind, and try to remember that advertisers are just trying to sell you a product, and they don't give a shit if you're healthy. They don't care if you have negative repercussions because of this. They just want to make a profit, and they're going to make it look fun and popular and interesting and exciting, and have all kinds of song and dance and lights and everything else to make you think it's a party. And it's really bad habits, which over a lifetime end up in ill health. And your health is your greatest treasure. And what you feed your body is the fuel for rebuilding yourself every single day. And you are changing every single day. Right now, as I'm here in front of you, everything is changing. And same thing with you. You're getting a new stomach lining, you're getting new bones, you're getting a new brain, you're getting new skin every single minute of every single day. Are you feeding it the stuff to make it better than it was? Or are you feeding it the stuff that's going to pay with your health? You're going to pay with your health. Think about it. It's the only body you get. Anyway, I hope you're doing your Kegel exercises. I hope you're drinking a lot of water, getting lots and lots of sleep. Remember, your health is your greatest treasure. And I know we live in a very seductive world of, buy this and you'll be happier. But if once you give up your health, you're never going to be as happy as you could be if you had it. So guard your health, take good care of yourself, do your meditations, drink lots of filtered water, and see you next week for another episode of Your Pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great week. Bye for now.